Hey, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have week 2 of Vlogmas. So, last week I left it off where I wasn't really sure what I was going to be picking up tonight, and I still don't know what I'm going to be picking up tonight. So, I'm either going to pick up my next read for the Historical Romance Readathon, or I'll be picking up a dark romance, because I'm kind of in like a dark romance vibe, but like, I don't know, so we shall see. But I do have a meeting in like 2 minutes I have to go to, so I'll catch you guys up once I pick it. Look, I am only, what, 14% into In Bed with the Highlander by Maya Banks. And I can already tell you right now, this is gonna be a 5-star. It's gonna be a 5-star, I can already tell. That's how historicals work. Historicals, you can tell, I can tell right away if it's gonna be a 5-star. It's gonna be a 5-star. Oh my god, there's something about Highlander romances. It's like the second one I've read, and the second one that I've started and been like, it's a 5-star. I guess they're my thing. So if you have any Highlander historical romances you want to recommend me, throw them at me, because I am living for them. I'm living for them. So excited. Okay. I love it so much. Okay, bye. Hey, okay, so it is the next morning. I'm going to talk to you guys about In Bed with a Highlander by Maya Banks. Oh my god, I am loving the crap out of this book. I read 70% of it last night and had to put it down because I was like, oh my god, if I don't put it down, I'm not going to get any sleep. But I would have read that. I got through 70, I almost finished that book in under 5 hours, and it's like 380 pages or something. Like, I was like, damn, it was great. Anyway, so you're following Marion, and she is the illegitimate daughter to one of the last kings of Scotland. And part of her, like, being the illegitimate daughter is that she has this really massive dowry and also this piece of land in her name that'll go to her firstborn child. And so she's been hunted for years and like has been in hiding because all these different lairds and like Scottish men want to find her and marry her and impregnate her so that they can have control of this land. And so what ends up happening is she gets kidnapped, and she ends up being saved kind of by the kidnappers thanks to this like little boy. And this little boy is like, my dad's also a laird, like come back to our clan and like we can look after you. She doesn't really want to do that, but she's so injured and beaten to death that like she has no other choice. And so she ends up going there, and then she ends up in a marriage of convenience with the little boy's dad, the current laird of that clan, Ewan. And it is so funny because like he is like so stone cold, so like rough and tough. He's like serious, all about business, all about like putting his clan first, all this kind of stuff. And then he meets Marion and he's just like captivated by her, and he's like, what is going on? It's definitely that case of like, he falls first for her. And it's so amazing. Oh my god, love it so much. And they like butt heads constantly, but like also like start to have some really good communication like as it goes on, and like they like understand each other, and like, oh, it's been so good. There's so many like hilarious moments in this. The little boy, his name is Crispin. Oh my god, his relationship with Marion is so adorable. I love when there are kids in historicals because there's just something so special about them, especially when it's like a really solid like kid relationship in them. It's just like, so cute. I do want to admit that there is some dubious consent with their very first time together because he has to like rush through it for reasons. He's not very gentle with her, and she's like very confused as to what's going on because, you know, in all the historical romances, the women 80% of the time don't actually know what sex is. And so it didn't read great, but it definitely does make up for it later on because like he like explains like the reason why it happened that way, and he apologizes, and he like kind of does things right from there on out and like pleasures her, and like, yeah, it's just, it ends up being okay in the end. Probably gonna finish that tonight. I'm gonna probably edit last week's Vlogmas tonight as well, and just kind of get some stuff out of the way. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. So for anyone who might be curious about my coffee drinking, this is the coffee I've been recently using. I actually really like it. The caramel taste is actually kind of nice. And it's like just enough. And then I also use this as well, which is like my favorite seasonal beverage. If you like peppermint mocha like drinks for the Christmas season, you need this. This is like what I live off. It's the best thing in the entire world. I'm like running out. I'm like almost out of it right now, which is so depressing, but I'm gonna buy more tomorrow. And yeah, I also bought this during Black Friday sale. It's really cheap, and it's like just enough for like me, myself, and I. So yes. Hey, okay, so last night I did finish the Highlander book. 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, like 4.99 because of the dubious consent scene, which is a bit problematic, but otherwise it was amazing. Really interesting ending. At some point I was like, oh my god, how are they gonna come, like what's gonna happen? Oh, and then I also read Scream for Us by Molly Doyle because she reached out to me on TikTok and was like, can I send you Melt for Us, which is my Christmas, you know, sequel to this? And I was like, oh my God, yes. And then I was like, wait, I need to read the first one. So I read that. It's a reverse harem, a Halloween erotica, masked men kind of a thing going on. It was really fun, really hot, really sexy. There was a lot of murder. Was not expecting that much murder to be in it. That kind of, you know, shocked me, the amount of just, you know, deaths. But otherwise, it was really hot and awesome. I definitely dug it, definitely did it for me. And yeah, there's not much, it's like 90 pages. I'm not gonna say much more, but definitely enjoyable and definitely a lot better than some of the other like Halloween erotica that I read during Halloween. If you missed my Halloween's marathon, I read some questionable stuff that week. And this was definitely, if I'd read that then, this would have been one of the better ones for sure. I have a bunch of packages here I want to get through before I have to go back. Mostly because I know what one of them is and I just, I want it because I might want to pick it up soon. So the one that I do know what it is this one here. So I definitely want to just quickly open it because I want to get my hands on it. Okay, so this is The One For Me by Corinne Michaels. This is book 3 in the Arrowwood Brothers series. This one is a Friends to Lovers and I'm so excited for it. I gave the first book 5 out of 5 stars, gave the second book 3 stars. This one I think definitely has the potential to be 5 out of 5. There's just something about this couple that I'm super excited about. Then I'm gonna open all these ones which come from publishers like 95% of the time. So first we have, they're also probably gonna be ARCs. Here we have Remember Me by Estelle Law. I did not request this because it does not look like the kind of book that I would read, but it is a, ew. Yeah, this is not something I read and definitely is not something I would have requested. I get sent stuff from time to time where I'm like, okay, thank you, but I don't know what you want me to do with that. This one I did ask for. Okay, this is Vowel by Dylan Farrow. This is the sequel to Hush, which I did read last year and was one of my favorite fantasy books, so I'm very excited about this one. Okay, so this is the sequel to Hush. It is kind of like a fantasy world where you have to be careful of what you say, and it has speaking magic, which is something that's really unique and really fun to read about, and I really did enjoy it. So definitely interested to see how the sequel pans out. I don't really have too much of a memory of how the first book went, so we'll see. And then last but not least, we have one more package from Valentine, and this one I'm very excited about. Oh, cute! It's a, oh my God, I love this. I'm actually doing this for one of my PR campaigns. It's a hotel keychain. On the front and on the back, it says Murder Most Actual by Alexis Hall. And so this is Alexis Hall's Christmas murder mystery, like romance that is coming out. And also Mistletoe Motive by Chloe Leese. So Kobo sent me a Kobo to read both of those on, which is so crazy to me. I was like, okay. I'm so excited to read them. They're 2 Christmas like short romances, so I'll definitely be reading those during the Christmas month. So this is a Kobo Libra H2O. Let's see, it has Wi-Fi and it's waterproof. That's actually really useful. I don't know, that's what it looks like. I've never had a Kobo before. I've only been like a Kindle person, so this is like totally new for me. I don't think I really know anyone who actually has one. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, let's have a look-see. It's so weird that it's like a left-handed thing, but like I kind of get it because like I do tend to read my Kindles with only one hand, and this way, like if the things are right here, you can just click up and down. This is so strange. I kind of feel like you can always like read it sideways too. I mean, if you guys want to know, I'll probably, like when I do read those 2 books, I'll give you guys a review of what I think of the Kobo too. That's it for now. I am going to go ahead and go back to work. Bye. Good morning. Okay, so it is Saturday morning. I didn't update you guys last night because, I don't know, like at 10 o'clock at night, my body was just like, you need to go to bed right now. And I literally fell asleep at 10 o'clock. I also, if you guys watched last week's vlog, I went to my family storage locker and I got out my weighted blanket. This is my weighted blanket and it is like the best thing in the entire world. I've been sleeping so well the last 2 nights since using it. So I highly recommend it if you don't have one. But I am currently reading Broken Vow by Sophie Lark. I'm like 53% into it. I love it so much. I still think that book 3 is my favorite at this point.
But I really do love Riona and Raylan. This one is book 5 in the Brutal Birthright series, so I don't know, you should read them all in order because you kind of miss things, but this one I will say, to an extent, you're kind of separated from everyone else because this takes place because Riona needs a bodyguard and Raylan is one of the other people in one of the other books is like military friends and works as like a private contractor and has been brought in as her bodyguard. And after like a near-death experience, he decides to whisk her off to Tennessee to his ranch there to keep her safe from the assassin trying to kill her. And so a lot of this is taking place like at that ranch. So it is very disconnected from the other books in the series if you do want to read this as a standalone, if you do like bodyguard romances, because this is so amazing because Riona, the entire series, she's always been the really serious one, the really cold one, the one who kind of like stays away from everyone else. And you kind of like being her POV, she's just so relatable. She's someone who likes to be in control all the time. She's someone who wears like her career and her outfits and her makeup and her hair, like everything is like an armor to her. And to like now be stripped down of all that, she doesn't like any kind of vulnerability. And like Raylan is this like rough and tough and tumble like cowboy badass dude. And I love him so much. Such a cute romance, definitely vibing with it. And it's like definitely a slow burn. This is probably the slowest burn of all of her books so far because Riona is so reluctant to let him in. But they did have a super steamy scene by a lake. And it was so good. It was such a good one. Oh my god, I loved it so much. So I'm definitely loving this, definitely vibing with it. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, okay, I'll catch you guys up later. Bye. Hey, okay, so oh my god, so I finished Broken Vow. I'm gonna give it like a 4-ish stars, I think. I need to go back through, in all honesty, and re-rank all my Sophie Lark books on Goodreads because like when you read a series like this, you kind of need to like, as you read more of them and kind of love more of them, it kind of changes your ratings to the ones you've read previously. So I do need to go back and fix that. But at the end of Broken Vow was a 2-chapter teaser for the last book, which is Heavy Crown, Sebastian's book. I have no words. I'm already obsessed with it. Sebastian is the youngest Gallo brother, and the love interest for this is the daughter of the current Bratva boss. And we haven't had anything to do with the Russians throughout this entire series. It's always been the Italians and the Irish, and then a dash of the Polish. We haven't seen anything from the Russians, so I'm so interested in this. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna read that right now. I haven't been feeling the best today. I've been feeling a little bit off. I don't really know what's going on, but otherwise I'm doing fine. I'll catch you guys up more on this later, but I'm gonna continue reading. That's all I've really done today. I haven't really moved much, but yeah. Okay, I'll catch you guys up later. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I have finished Heavy Crown and it was so amazing. 5 stars, I think. Oh, I don't know. It got like pretty intense in the middle. I was just like, oh, this one was nuts. Probably like the most intense, it's definitely like a finale to this entire series. Like you could not pick this one up without having read the other books first, like at all. But I loved it. We got to see so much more of Miko, and Miko is from book 2. He's the hero in that one. And he's someone who like crazily grew on you in that book, and then we haven't really seen him too much in the other books, and then he came back in this one. We got to see more of Neto in this. Oh, it was so good. I loved learning more about Sebastian and Yelena, oh my god, such an amazing, she's like the Bratva mafia princess. I don't want to give too much away, but just like the fact that she's like the typical mafia princess, the one who, you know, was raised from birth to behave a certain way. She wasn't allowed to do anything. She was, you know, told to be basically a pawn. Her dad treated her like crap because he thought that women were useless, and Yelena's only purpose in life was to basically be a pawn, to be, you know, used for her looks and to just be sold off to men. And so she's just this person who has like always wanted out, not necessarily out of the mafia life, but just out of her dad's grip and out to like actually be who she wants to be and do what she wants to do. And just like watching that fire, that passion that she has, and how she so instantly has this connection with Sebastian and their world and romance. They were so beautiful together. I loved them instantly. I connected with them instantly. Oh my god, it was so amazing. Loved it. This does also leave off with an 18 years epilogue, which does lead into the Kingmakers, which is the next series. And I was like, oh, so close to starting that up right away. But I didn't really want to continue just reading dark romances back to back, or like mafia romances back to back. Like I wanted to kind of spread it out a bit. So I did just pick up, what is this? Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco, who's one of my favorite authors, so I figured I'm probably safe doing this. That being said, I almost just cried during this first page, which is, like, you probably think of ɪᴛᴛ, why are you about to cry during the first page of a fantasy novel? Well, I'm half Italian, my mum's side is Italian, and so this starts off with a nonna named Nonna Maria, and it talks about a cornicello, and if you don't know what a cornicello is, it's like this horn shaped thing, and it's to ward off evil. And my nonna growing up would always do the corne, and like my mum does it, and like my whole family does it. It's to ward off evil, and it just reminded me of my nonna. So I got really sad and depressed, basically. And I'll catch you guys up in the morning because it's like 12 o'clock now, so I'm probably just gonna try this and then go to bed. So yeah, bye. Hello. So I have not read anything else yet. I did read 43 pages of Kingdom of the Wicked last night. I am enjoying it. It hasn't completely caught my attention, so I'm definitely going to be reading some more tonight to kind of see if that's definitely what I want to be reading and picking up this week. But I do have 2 packages here. Oh yay! Okay, so here we have my eBay order, which I'm very excited about. These are a bunch of Stephanie Lauren's books. So these are from the Bastion Club, which I'm currently collecting. I just got one of the books last week, To Distraction, but I wanted to get the rest of them. So I think I got all 4 of these for like $10 on eBay, which is really great because they came in quite good condition. So first, I got them because of the step backs. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I see everyone posting the step backs and they're always so gorgeous. I actually don't think I showed you the step back last week of To Distraction. Hang on. Okay, so last week I received a copy of To Distraction, and this is what the step back looks like. It is so gorgeous. So that was gifted to me from Destiny. So thank you once again, Destiny. And then I have here A Fine Passion, which is a double page step back, which, oh my God, I'm so in love with this. Cannot wait to take Instagram photos. Then we have The Lady Chosen. That's what this step back looks like. And then we have Beyond Seduction. Whew. Here is this step back. And then lastly, A Lady of His Own. Oh, that's a nice one. Another double page step back. And then we have my little package here from Corinne Michaels, which I'm very excited about opening. What? These are so awesome. Okay, so here we have, okay, I'm gonna show you the 2 covers. This is one of my favorite books of the year, by the way. This is Come Back For Me. This is the new cover, this is the old cover. Then we have book 2, which is Fight For Me. This is the old cover, this is the new cover. So she's done like illustrated girl covers. Then we have book 3, The One For Me. Here is the new cover, here is the old one. And then lastly, Stay For Me, which is the final Arrowwood brother. Wow, these are amazing. Dudes. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and she has little signed things on the inside. She said, Madison, thank you. Oh my God. This one says create the curve in it. Oh my God, she's such a she's literally the nicest human being. This one says every shot counts. And then in the last one, take your second shot. Oh, I love this so much. Anyway, I'm about to go make myself dinner, and then I'm gonna read Kingdom of the Wicked tonight and let you guys know how that's going. And yeah, okay, catch you guys up later. Bye. Okay, so I am 52% into Kingdom of the Wicked. It's over there. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not like in love with it, which I'm not too surprised about because I know a lot of people gave like 4 stars to book 1 and then 5 stars to book 2, which I can definitely see because I know that book 2 has a lot more to do with the romance. But I really do love all the Italian aspects to this. They're really growing on me. It's definitely a really interesting world, and it's one of the few fantasy books that I've read this year where I'm actually interested in the world building and interested in learning the plot and kind of am invested in seeing where everything does go, especially because a lot of this magic system, apart from like the witches and stuff, is steeped in like the 7 deadly sins, which is something that I've always just really enjoyed. That sounds so weird, but I love when things have to do with the 7 deadly sins, which, you know, is a big reason why I like, you know, animes like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and 7 Deadly Sins and things like that. It's something that has always like really intrigued me and something that I've always been really interested in. But basically this is set in a world, it's like set in like 19th century Sicily. There are witches, but they have to keep their magic a secret because there are witch hunters and stuff like that. And there was a curse placed upon everyone with the first witch, and hell has, you know, demons, and there are princes of hell, and each of the princes of hell are based off each of the 7 deadly sins, and pride is actually like the head devil, like the devil, and someone has been trying to summon him and break him out, and as a result there have been women dying,
and that has to do with Amelia's twin sister dying, and Amelia then trying to figure out what happened, and she accidentally summons Prince Wrath, one of the 7 princes of hell, and they end up entering into a bargain to try and find out what is happening, because he is also invested in figuring out why these women are dying and what's going on with everything like that. So, but yeah, I like it. I think it's really fun. I just think that Kerri Maniscalco's writing style is really easy to understand, and she's someone who is very quick to flow through. I mean, I'm 52% through the book, and I really haven't spent that much time reading it over the last day because I spent all day today filming, so that's super positive. I'm gonna go to bed now, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, maybe, or whenever I finish the book. Okay, bye. Hello, okay, so I'm here to close out the vlog. I finished Kingdom of the Wicked last night. I'm still deciding what I'm giving it. I'm like between a 3.5 and a 4 star. Cause like, while I did really enjoy it, I really feel like not much happened. The entire book kind of felt like world building and like all this setup for the second book, which is fine. It's just like, how can you really rate a book when the entire point of the book was to set up for the second book, when the entire point of it was just world building? And like, when you look at where she started and where she ended, she really didn't get that far in accomplishing much. So that's just me being a little bit nitpicky. I love the writing style. I love the world. I love the 7 Deadly Sins aspect. I love the Italian aspect. I love our main character. I love Wrath. I love a lot of things about it. It's just what actually happened. That's the problem. It was dragging. There wasn't a lot of action going on. It was just a bunch of building up. So that's the main issue I had with it. Will I be continuing on with the series? Yes. Will I be continuing on with it right away? No. I will wait a bit before I do that, which is fine. I did also finish my audiobook for The Death of Mrs Westaway. 3 out of 5 stars. I seem to be picking up a lot of mediocre thrillers at the moment on audiobook. I called the plot twist like so early on, and then they made me doubt myself, and I was like, oh, maybe it's this instead. And then it comes to the final reveal and I go, oh, no, JK, I was right all along, so that's fucking wonderful. That kind of sucked. I do have some others I want to be trying out. I'm trying to listen to 1 thriller audiobook a month at the moment just to kind of get back into that because I do enjoy it. And the good thing is I enjoyed the audiobook. It was a good audiobook. It just wasn't a good thriller. So, you know, it happens. It's fine. I'm not mad. But yeah, I am going to close the vlog out here. Thank you guys so much for watching Vlogmas week 2. I can't wait to see you guys next week. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the like button down below. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch, everyone. Bye-bye.